Hey guys, my name is Emily. I'm a fitness and sport instructor here at CFP Halifax, and welcome to today's workout. For today's workout, you are going to need a dumbbell of some sort or a weight, and a broomstick would also be a helpful addition. So grab what you need and come on back. We're going to get started into our warm-up. So we're going to start by placing our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to hinge the hips. We're going to do 10 of the following movements, and then we're going to loop back to the top if we have some extra time. So hinge at the hips. We're going to walk the hands out till we are at a flat back and walk back in. That's called an inchworm, and we're going to do 10 of those. So there's this 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And one more for 10. Awesome. We're going to go into a cat-cow position. So we warmed our arms up. Now we're going onto all fours. We're going to curl our back underneath. Hold here for a breath. Exhale. You're going to push your bum to the back of the room. You're going to arch your back. Pull the belly button back into the spine. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, and one more for 10. And we're going to rock the hips back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to go into a combination of Cobra and downward dog. So let's push our hips to the sky, push back through the palms. So we're into our downward dog. Walk the hands forward, back into a Cobra position. Curl the toes under, back to downward dog, back to Cobra. That's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one for 10. Awesome. We're going to come on up to our chair, which I just realized I didn't mention at the beginning. So grab yourself a chair, and we're going to do box squats or chair squats, which means we're just going into a partial squat, just warming up the hips. So we're going to seek the bench out or the box or the chair with your bum. So hinge the hips back, squat until your bottom just hits, and come on back to a stand. We're going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, come on down to the floor. We're gonna do a deep squat hold. So we're gonna push the elbows into the knees. We're just gonna hold this squatting position so you're below the active portion of the squat. So it should feel like a stretch. Good, bring the hands to the floor. And come on back up to a stand. Okay, so we're doing our strength portion. Grab some sort of a weight, and I will see you back here momentarily. Hey guys, welcome back. So you're gonna grab your dumbbells. We're gonna do 3 different movements for our strength set. I put my clock on for about 11 minutes. We're gonna try to stay in that neck of the woods, but this is not time. This is just for quality. So movement 1 that we're going to do is a Romanian deadlift. Now, what that looks like, you're going to bring both your dumbbells, or if you just have one, you're gonna hold both heads of the dumbbell. You're going to have your feet about shoulder width apart. I want you to have a loose bend in the knee so that they're not locked out, but I certainly don't want you bending your knee. This is a hip hinging movement. You're gonna pull your shoulders down and back, and you're gonna keep the legs with a slightly bent knee so it's comfortable, but you're essentially keeping the legs as straight as possible, just without the legs being locked out. So hinge the hips back. You're gonna come on down to a flat back, so I don't wanna see any arches in the back, no hollows. So nice and flat, and then drive through the glutes and the heels back to a stand. So that's our Romanian deadlift. We're going to do 12 of those. If you have a broomstick at home, this is a great time to grab it. We're going to follow that up by 12 good mornings. So we're going to go into a nice back rack position with the dowel, same positioning as we did the Romanian deadlift, and we're going to hinge the hips and come on back up to a stand. If you happen to have a band at home, this movement also can be done with the support of an elastic band, and I will show you how that is done. So you are going to take the band, wrapping it around your back just like you would if you had the bar in a back squat position. Step on the band. I always like to keep it off my neck just so that my hair or whatever does not get stuck on it. And same thing, chest is proud, shoulders down and back, hinge the hips, and come back to a stand. So we're gonna follow that up with 12 good mornings after our Romanian deadlift, and then we're gonna come on down to the floor and we're gonna do single leg glute bridge extension. So you'll notice we're doing a lot of hinging today, a lot of hip hinge. So you can do this one of 2 ways. This is a standard movement. So for the standard movement, you're gonna have feet flat on the floor. You're going to have one leg out straight, and with the opposite leg, you're gonna push the hip up till your hips are fully extended, and then come on back down. So that's 1 rep. If that's challenging for you, which it very much could be, it's a hard movement, keep both feet on the floor, and we'll just do double the amount of reps, okay? So I hope that was an okay demo. We are going to get started. Grab a drink and I will see you right back. All right, let's try to get through this as efficiently as possible. So let's get started with our Romanian deadlifts. Again, shoulders are down and back, belly button is pulled down towards our pubic bone, or another way you can say this is your rib cage and your hip bone have magnets, so everything's nice and tight. Here we go. We're gonna do 12 reps. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Awesome. Now whatever you have, whether it be a band or a dowel, I'll do it with a band this time. We can do it with a dowel next time. We're going to go into our good morning. So very similar movement where we're hinging at the hips, loose bend in the knees as to that they're not locked out, but we're certainly not bending them. And we're going to go for 12 reps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, 2 more. 11 and 12. Awesome. We're going to come on down to the floor. And we're going into those glute bridge extensions. Now, if you choose to do a single or a double leg, totally up to you. Definitely lower impact doing your double leg. So, straighten the right foot if you're doing that to start. If not, just keep both feet flat on the floor. We're going to push through the heels for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I'm feeling that last one, 12. Good. Switch to the other side. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. That's one round done. Come on back up to a stand. We're going to go back into the Romanian deadlift in 3, 2, 1, and hinge those hips back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. I will go with the dowel this time if you want to use your band, just so everyone can kind of see what I'm doing. Here we go for 12 and 1. Good. Feel that stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Fantastic. Back down to the ground. Here comes the harder part, those glute bridge extensions. Here we go. I'm starting on with my left leg flat on the ground. Hands are flat on the ground. Here we go for 1, 2. Push through the heel of the floor, of the foot that's on the floor. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Let's change to the other side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Great job, guys. Come on back up to a standing position. Going into Romanian deadlifts. Here we go. Shoulders down and back. Remembering all the cues that we talked about. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2. Back is straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, send those hips back, 11, and 12, perfect. Band or dowel, whatever you prefer. I'll go to the band this time since I did dowel last time. For the good mornings. Here we go for 1. Legs a little bit further apart. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. And come on down to the floor. Back to those glute bridges. Remember, if you're getting fatigued, you can do 2 feet on the ground. That's okay. If not, let's do 12 per side. Here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4. Push through that heel until the hips are extended. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my goodness, I did extra. Other side, here we go. For 1, 2, full extension of the hip. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, come on, last one, and 12. Awesome job, you guys. We are into our last round. Let's get those Romanian deadlifts out of the way. Here we go. Set at 12, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more for 12. Awesome. All right, let's grab the dowel. And we're going into a set of 12. Here we go. For 1, 2, drive those hips all the way forward at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Come on down to the floor. This is our last time doing our single leg glute bridge extension. And here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Let's go to the other side. Here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get those hips all the way up there. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, 2 more. 11 and 12. Awesome. Great job, you guys. All right, everybody at home, grab a drink of water, take a second, and come on back. We're going to get started on our main set. Hey guys, welcome back. So we have a couple of movements in store for you for your conditioning set. The goal here is 15 minutes, 1 minute per movement, and we have 5 movements that we're going to rotate through. All fairly standard, and if you've done my workouts before, you will be very used to them by now. So first one that we're going to do, you're just going to need 1 of your dumbbells, and we're going to do a dumbbell strict press or a push press. So strict press, it would be the less complicated version of the two, so keep the elbows in, press the arms overhead, and back down to our clavicle. Press, back down. That's our first move. Our second is going to be a box step up. So if you have your chair at home, make sure that it's in a safe spot. We're simply going to step up, lock out the hips, and come on back down. I know my head's getting cut out of the frame, but that's okay. You guys get the point of it. Then we're gonna come on down to our chair or box, and we're going to do mountain climbers. So these can be fast mountain climbers, or they can be slow mountain climbers. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can continue on back down to the floor. Then you're going to take your dumbbell for a tempo squat. So we're going to do a 3-3-1 tempo. So that looks like this: 1, 2, 3. Hold in the active bottom position. 2, 3. Drive through the hips for 1. And finally, we're going to do a bicep hammer curl for your last minute. So I hope everybody will be okay with those movements. I have a feeling you will be. Grab a drink, come right back, and we're gonna get started. All right, so let's get started with that strict press or push press for about, well, the goal here is a minute, but we'll probably do about 50 seconds. That will give us enough time to transition back and get ready for our next one. So keep that belly nice and tight. We're halfway there, so we'll go for another 20 seconds or so. Then we're going into the box step up. All right, in 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. We're gonna rest there and back into the step up, or sorry, we're gonna start our step up in 3, 2, 1. Stepping up, locking out the hips, safely coming back down. If you're nervous to do this at home, you can simply turn this movement into a march. Or use a step stool, as long as it's safe. Halfway there. If you want to be competitive with yourself, keep track of those numbers. And resting there, going into your mountain climbers, using that chair or bench. Now you can go fast, which is more cardiovascular, or slow, and you'll notice that you kind of target the core a little bit more. Of course, you're getting core in there no matter what, but let's try to keep those hips down. Drive the knees in towards the chest. No arch or hunch or sloppy back. Everything's nice and in line. We're halfway. Good job, guys. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest there. We're going to go into our tempo squat in about 10 seconds, so grab just a single weight is fine. So remember, for this one, we're going to a front rack position with the weights, squatting down. It's taking us 3 seconds, holding for 3, and driving back to the top. Here we go for 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, drive up in 1. 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, up. Good. Squat, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, and up. We're halfway. Good. Hips come back first. Knees out. 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, and 1. Good. Hips back, knees out. 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, back to the top. We're gonna rest there, and we're gonna go into our bicep hammer curl. Now, there is no perfect position for your feet during a squat. It's just wherever you can maintain the best body position. I often have people asking me, bicep curls, you guys, what the best location is. Typically about hip width apart, but everybody's built differently. So it's kind of whatever helps you keep your body aligned. Great job, guys. Almost through round one. We got 3 rounds to go. I guess 2 rounds after we're done this one, and we're halfway through our bicep curls. So this workout is designed with some pushing and pulling motions, focusing on hip hinge and knee dominant movements, resting there. And we're gonna take a little bit of a break. In 5 seconds, we're going back into that strict press. So here we go, in 3, 2, and 1, pressing overhead. Good. "20 seconds in. Good. Keep the bar path or the dumbbell path in a nice straight line. Your head moves around that dumbbell. I always feel like a little turtle in my shell. Good job. Good. Come on now. And rest. We're going to do those step ups starting in 10 seconds. This is round 2 out of 3. You're doing great. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, and 1. If you remember last time how many rounds you got, you can try to match it this time. Not too crazy of a workout today, you guys, just enough to kind of get us moving. I'm recording this on a Tuesday. I don't exactly know which day you'll be watching it, but I believe for you today will be the 31st. We're halfway. Lock those hips out and knees out at the top. Get everything you can from each push at the top. Resting there and going into our mountain climber in 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. So again, hips are down, everything's nice and in line. Drive those knees towards the chest. No hollow or arch created in the back. Maintaining neutral spine and neutral head position if you can. Halfway there. Keep going. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest there. Going into our tempo squat once again. A reminder, this is round 2. All right, here we go. Elbows nice and high. Squatting down for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2. Drop to the top. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2. Drive to the top. I feel like my slow return to the top is definitely testament to how sore I am today. Good. Squat, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, back to the top. Good. Awesome, keep it up. Back to the top, really drive through those heels. Awesome. And back to the top. Let's rest for 10 seconds. Going into the bicep curl. And let's do this, guys. Come on. We're almost done our second round. We just have one round to go. I hope you guys are feeling okay, adjusting the weight when you need to. Halfway, 20 seconds to go. Even the smallest weight feels heavy when you're moving it for an entire minute. Bend those knees, keep the back safe, belly tight. In 2, 1, and resting there. We're back to the top, third and final round. Let's start with that strict press. Remembering everything, all the teaching points that we talked about before. Last round we were at 11 minutes. Just a reminder, we're going to 15 minutes. If this is your lunch break or you're doing this to start your day, I hope this sets you up for a good remainder of the day at least. Good job, guys. We're halfway. Reminder, after this one, we're going into the box step up. Good job. Seconds. And going over to the box, completing our box step up at least 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and up we go. If you feel really ambitious, you can always weight these, or if you have a safe location and a safe implement, such as a box, you can always jump them, up to you. A little bit of a competition yesterday, so lots of box jumps. I am feeling it today. Burpee box jumps, actually. I think that's even worse. Good, rest there. Mountain climbers, you guys know the drill. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Drive those knees in, slow or fast, totally up to you. Back stays neutral. Come on, you guys, great job. We're almost at the halfway mark. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on back up to a stand. And we're gonna go into our tempo squat, and then our curls, and we are pretty much done. You guys did awesome. Thanks for hanging in there with me. All right, let's get those squats out of the way. So remember, 3 seconds down. 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, back to the top. 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, back to the top. 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, back to the top. Great job, guys.
Halfway there.
Hold, 2, 3, and come on back up to the top. You got this. We're over halfway. Hold, 2, 3, back to the top. Doing great. One more time. Hold, 2, 3, back to the top. Let's rest there. We're going to do our hammer curls, and then we are moving on to our finisher. So let's get this done. Here we go, bicep curls. So you can do this 2 ways. You can do the standard bicep curl or the hammer curl. I have not so healthy shoulders anymore, and I find the bicep curl just puts me in a little bit of a funky position. So for me, I feel more controlled in the hammer curl position, but totally up to you. just some ability of turning my hands to a supinated position is enough to make my shoulders tell me that they don't like it. Good job, resting there. Awesome, you guys completed it. That was our conditioning strength set. Very well done. We're going to grab a drink, start our final Tabata finisher, stretch it out, and we'll be good to go for the day. So grab a drink, join me back here in a moment. We have a 4-minute set left. Hey guys, welcome back. Final set here, a little bit of midline work. We're going to combine two movements, for our Tabata. Movement 1 is going to be a dead bug, relatively low impact. So both feet and arms are up in the air, and we're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg. Movement number 2 that we're going to do is a Russian twist. Now you can do this with an implement, so with your dumbbell, or you can do it without your dumbbell. If that's not a comfortable move for you, if there's any type of back injury, you can just hold your glute bridge extension for the duration. So I'm going to start my time and we will get started in about 10 seconds. So here we go. We will start with the Russian twist. So we'll do the more challenging of the two. Belly's tight. Try your best to control the movement and not to be flopping your feet around. If your weight is too much for you, you may have to drop the weight and just use your, use body weight. Just touching your hands back and forth to either side. And rest. We're gonna transition to our dead bug. So just 20 seconds per movement here, you guys. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Nice and controlled. We're not in a race. We're really trying to get all we can out of the movement. Good job. Russian twist coming up in 3, 2, 1, and go. So 8 rounds here. We'll be doing 4 of each movement. So this is number 2 for the Russian twists. Halfway there. And resting, coming into the dead bug. Good job, guys. Keep it up. And come on up to seated. Back to Russian twists. And here we go. Good job. Halfway. Think about activating that belly. So the tops of your legs are taking the brunt of that work. Back to dead bugs. Whew. Awesome. Keep it up. Awesome. Good job, guys. Russian twists. I can't really see my timer, but I believe this is we're close to our last round. This should be number 4. Good job, come on. Awesome, well done. Dead bugs, you guys, I'm better than I thought. This is the last round. Control that movement. Opposite arm, opposite leg. If you need to, you can always go arm, arm, leg, leg, but I guess it's a little bit late in the game for me to tell you that now. Awesome. Okay guys, thank you so much. We're going to get into our cool down. So let's just dive on in. We're going to come up onto all fours, and we're going to push the palms back. We did a lot of hip hinging movements today. Hope you guys can see me okay. I'll change this way. So push through the palms, back into the hips, and down into a child's pose. Good, come on to the belly, and we're gonna push through the palms, stretch out that back. And come on down. We're gonna come onto our backs, and we're going to go into iron cross pose. So we're gonna have our arms up to the side, drop both knees down towards the floor. Back to the center. Same thing on the other side. Good. Come on up to a seated position. We're going to cross our right leg over top of our left leg. We're going to take the left elbow and make contact with the outside of the knee, and we're going to rotate the spine into a spinal twist. Forgetting to smile. All right, great job. Let's do the same thing. Other side. I just got a little crack there. Fantastic. Let's bring the feet in together. Elbows making contact with the knees. Push the knees down towards the floor. Good. Let's put our right foot out in front of us. Let's square the hips up. Shoulders are square. And we're going to come forward towards the toe. Good. Same thing, other side. I always find one side is tighter than the other. Good, come on up to a seated position. Or sorry, that's not true. Come up on all fours. And you're going to rotate your hands so that your fingers are pointing back towards you. And then very gently, you're going to rock back and feel the stretch through your forearms, through your wrists. Good. And let's come on up into a stand. Give yourself a big hug. And transition into an L position with your right arm. Bringing the left arm across the body for a stretch. And same thing, other side. Clasp both hands behind the back. Push the chest out to the front of the room. This will also help stretch out your biceps if they happen to be tight, as well as your chest, of course. And let's start with the neck. So let's drop the shoulder towards the floor, fingers towards the floor. Gently stretch that neck. Same thing, other side. All right, Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in a couple weeks.